Jesi ti napisala njoj za sobu?
Jesam.
Šta rekla?
What's your roommate's name, by the way?
What's my?
Your roommate. What's her name?
Marta.
Marta?
Hi, Becca.
What's your roommate's name, by the way?
Did you hear her? Did you hear her greeting you?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, we're live. That was really fast. Alrighty, so. Sometimes Drunk is back. We've got, oh wow, people are showing up. There's 3 people in here.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, we should probably introduce ourselves. Yeah. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Mihaela.
And we're back for 2017. For the first time in 2017, actually, we've been taking a hiatus.
Holy shit, really? Like it's the first time? I would swear we had one more.
No. I think our 2008 episode, our last episode was our 8th episode, and that was... I'm checking the date right now. Oh no, that was January 14th.
Yep, I knew it.
You smug asshole. Anyway, so, hey, everybody, it's good to be back, and it's good to have things going again. What do you, do you feel good to be back, Mihe?
Fuck yeah.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
I feel good and I'm back.
Yep.
Back to the future. Back.
Yep. You know, I did make the title of this We're Back, but that makes me think of We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, which is like a very little-known animated... Well, not little-known, especially since the Nostalgia Critic did it. Anyway, how's college been, Mihe?
Whoa, well, it's been very frustrating.
You don't say.
Yeah, I don't say. Just a second.
Well, you're gonna have to say for this episode, considering the subject matter.
Yeah.
I'm hilarious.
Let me introduce people to our tonight's episode.
Go for it.
Today's episode is about college. Both me and Becca are like animators. She has finished an animation school, Colors, and I'm currently an animation student. And what was very interesting to me, I just started studying this year, but what is very interesting to me is differences between Croatian animation school and American animation schools. Like the difference is huge.
Yeah, because I would tell you, you started, this would make it 2 years after I graduated in America that you started studying in Croatia.
Really?
So, yeah, because you started last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 2 years after I graduated, so even then, I think it might be a different experience, for people in America, not as much as it would be for people, for you, but, it's just such a rapidly changing field, it's tiring.
Well,
But, the thing is, still, and also because I would, tell you about the stuff I learned and all that stuff, so you definitely have that perspective. For comparison's sake. But would you like to tell us about, the differences that you've noticed in, the things that I've told you versus what you've gone through so far?
Yeah. Well, the main difference in Croatia is our animation school is not that focused on animation. In my college, I actually have to listen to animation and new media. These are 2 parts of my major.
Can I ask a question real quick? What does new media entail?
New media, yeah, I was just about to explain that.
Oh, thank you. Good. You are
yeah.
You are on it.
Is something that people hear and they're like, oh, cool, that's so futuristic and positive.
Oh my god, is that basically the whole artsy European thing?
Yeah, that's new media.
Fucking stereotypes.
Media is, art and European art and experimental art and...
I'm a Euro douchebag, you just don't understand.
What?
I'm a Euro douche, you just don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm so deep and artful, you loud, simple Americans just don't understand.
You just don't get it. Please.
No, but do tell, what kind of stuff?
Oh, well,
wow, I just chased away 2 people, I think, saying that. Anyway, do go on.
Modern art. Yeah, it's about modern art. It's we have subjects like experimental video, photography, history of experimental video, new art practice, which is not anything new. It's like us working on our new media projects, which are like art bullshit, basically.
Mhm.
And we don't have like subjects that I've noticed other animation schools do have, like character design or storyboarding or or illustration. We get storyboarding in second year for like 1 year, I think.
Mhm.
No, wait. We get storyboarding for 2-3 years. But we don't have it on the first year. We don't have subjects like character design or prop design or I don't know which subject.
I
We
mean,
don't
let
have.
alone going. Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I was gonna say, let alone going through the differences between 2D and 3D animation, right?
Oh god, we do have 3D animation, but I've been told that it
Oh, I'm
sucks.
so glad because that is such an industry standard.
Yeah, we do have it, but it basically sucks from what I've heard.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, like it's not very good. We have lots of professors that are like, this this school ended up kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, I know
yeah.
your computer's limited, but I'll hook you up with whatever you need.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just let me know.
I will.
Look, if there's one thing you learn in art school, it's hypothetically how to pirate the shit out of everything.
Yeah, we will
Hypothetically, of
do the
course. I've
same
never
thing.
done that.
Like, our teacher is explaining us Adobe Premiere, and he's like, no, don't buy this shit, just download it.
Okay, well, you know what? As someone who recently used Premiere, use Premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let me tell you, I feel kind of stupid for this. I've been using After Effects for stuff that I should have been using Premiere for, and Premiere doesn't crash on me every time I open it, so it's infinitely better.
Yeah,
Of course, that's me, a lowly
I basically
non-net.
stick to Psy for everything. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah?
People are like, "Well, what do you animate in Psy and
Well, you know
Windows
what?
Movie
It's like,
Maker?"
to be fair, like, I think the company is Lab Zero. They're the ones who did, like, Skullgirls, and they're doing the video game Indivisible right now. You know, the really, really, like, nice looking stuff. And they animate completely in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I downloaded the animation test that they have for animators that they're looking for. And, I mean, I'm seeing very quickly that I'm so rusty. But, I'm actually doing some of that in Photoshop, and it's, you know what, I see why they do it there. It gives them more freedom in terms of coloring and stuff.
I believe. Like,
Yeah,
I
there's some
prefer the day
freedoms.
when someone invents like a say animator or something.
You know what, it's like, I think, like, you know what, the more programs that you get versed in, the better chances that you kind of have. It's just you have to be really versed well and stuff. I'm having a problem where I'm like jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh, that's my status in DeviantArt.
Jack of all trades?
Yeah,
Yeah.
master of none.
Yeah, I mean, it's like right now I just bought a laptop off my sister so I can actually like do stuff on the other end of my room, like learn how to play my keyboard.
Oh, yeah, is your sister like there right now?
No. Well, she's not in here, no.
Wait, is she home?
Well, she's home, yeah.
You should call her.
Why?
Tell her to come hang out with us.
Nah, not right now. I mean, the thing is, like, she's serious in marketing and stuff like that. She doesn't get drunk on podcasts.
Ah, that's such a shame. Why is
Yeah.
she studying marketing then?
Well, she also graduated. You know where she went to school?
Where?
Sid went to school in, West Virginia. Oh, in our chat, we have, that one psychopath asking who's in the stream. In the stream is me, Becca, and my lovely friend, Mihe, who I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong.
I'll forgive you.
Thank you. Thank you for being forgiving. You, like, we had the chat before about how kind of hard it is to, like, speak another language for a prolonged period of time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I've had the problem.
I get like exhausted from, hour and a half. I asked Becca to keep it to like
An hour.
hour a day, because I just can't endure it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
And it's like, as somebody who's been trying to like learn other languages, like the first thing I try to learn is pronunciation, because that's always the hardest part.
Dobro, almost sure.
Yeah, and thank you for being very forgiving of me, like being very bad at pronouncing your name.
Yeah, it's okay. It's an act of oppression against me as a Slavic person, but I have like big heart and big soul, so I'm forgiving.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
I'm just joking.
I know. You can joke about that with me. I make jokes about how, like, Croatia doesn't matter, so. And you know I don't mean it.
I make the same jokes like you about that matter.
Yeah, you make jokes about the terrible, oppressive Americans.
Yeah, and I also make jokes about how the way the Croatia doesn't matter.
But you're from Croatia, so it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, no, it's like, it's like, if there's one thing I gotta say, it's like, it's easy to be forgiving of people mispronouncing stuff, especially when, like, sounds don't show up in their first language. Like, like the soft R sound, that doesn't show up in Croatian, does it?
It doesn't.
Yeah, so like Rebecca, or like the R in French is softer than that too. You make that noise in the back of your throat, which is as far from the rolling R as you can get. Anyway, so like you were saying that in your school you don't have character design classes?
No, we don't.
Do
Yeah,
guys,
what the fuck?
are you guys learning like mostly about like what? Because the thing is, I honestly I do have an appreciation for like modern art. I know it has its place, but it's like sometimes you gotta feel like there's a little bit of like sometimes it just goes a little too much. I think that's with any field though.
Oh man, like shit, let me tell you, that be fucking mafia there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, yeah, like I was among the last people in my entrance exam because I didn't have anything for new media. And and after I got in, my animation teacher came up to me and said, listen, you're like made for this, for this subject, for this college. But you had a problem with new media teachers on the entrance exam. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I think I can like draw fairly well enough.
So your teacher was saying that you were made for animation?
Yeah.
I have to agree. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm very glad that somebody recognized that too in you and told you so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
Because that's the thing, you are really good at what you do. Anybody who doesn't know that is viewing right now, Mihe is the lovely person who drew our splash image here. So,
Yay.
yeah. Sid actually, like, I showed Sid the picture. She asked if that was my lip or if it was my tongue sticking out. And I'm like, nah, that's my lip.
That's your lip. You got
That's
really nice lips.
I know, people tell me that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm actually very, very happy about, like, my lips. Let me tell you, I look good with lipstick on.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. Like, you have some crazy lipsticks.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you listen. You tell us what you had in college.
Oh, well, okay, so when
Your
I was in college, I went to a franchise school, so the thing is, the school that I went to probably wasn't the best, but the thing is about, like, college that I could confidently say, at least here, I'm not sure how it is anywhere else, but, like, I'm sure it's the same anywhere else. You get out of it what you put into it, you know? If you put in the work, you'll get, like, some good results, you know? Because it's like, you're given the tools, it's just whether or not you use them.
Well, I'm not getting the tools, and I'm not being taught how to use them either.
Yeah, that's a shame. See, that's the thing. Like, we had a 2D lab, we had all the programs, we had the computers, we had the transfer drive, we had all that stuff. And so, the transfer drive at our school, that was great. That was probably the best thing.
The what?
We called it the transfer drive. I'm not sure what else it is. It's basically...
Transfer drive.
The transfer drive.
The transfer drive.
Yes. What it was a folder that was connected to every single computer on the campus.
That's too advanced for us.
Yeah. It was... I'm sorry about that.
We barely have computers.
But it was connected to every computer on the campus, so people would put stuff in it for everyone to use. Teachers would put materials in there for everyone to use. So, what would end up in there were cracks for programs. You know, like the entire Adobe suite, or Maya, or ZBrush. Or you would get 1,000 photos of, like, specifically nude models. Or,
nice one.
yeah, so people would throw stuff in there. Or, like, a zipped folder of all the textbooks you needed for the semester.
Oh shit! We don't even have textbooks. We have like 2.
Oh, wow. Did you get the Richard Williams animation survival kit that I sent you?
I think I have it in my books.
Yeah.
I must.
Either
have
way,
it.
that's the one that I know that, like, up and down all over, every animator will recommend that book.
Yeah, we are actually working in my animation class. We have 2D animation, and we are working according to Preston Blair's
Yep.
exercises. But
Preston Blair's the other big one.
the animator survival kit is the next one.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I prefer Richard Williams' Animator Survival Kit to Preston Blair's books, to be perfectly honest. Like, nothing against Preston Blair's books, but, like, the Animation Survival Guide, I think, is generalized enough where it can fit, like, anybody can adjust around it, whereas Preston Blair actually feels, like, a little more rigid and limited to me.
Mm.
Yeah, you know what the other nice thing is, like, ZBrush is a program where, like, so few people are certified for that they list all of the people. They list all of the people that are certified to instruct ZBrush, like, to teach ZBrush, on their website, right? Mm-hmm. And we had 2 people who were certified to teach ZBrush at our school.
Well.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, Lynn Nguyen and Andrew Klein. If you ever need to look up anything about 3D animation or 3D modeling or something, like, just look them up on YouTube. I'll definitely link them below at the end of this episode. I really need to get on my link dumps. But what's great about Lynn and Andrew, I love this about them. They posted basically their entire lessons onto YouTube. So, like, you could take your
Wait, I gotta interrupt you. But my roommate is listening to the radio.
Yeah.
And like the song that currently came on is like from this band, and it's called "Let the East and West Kiss." That's us.
Okay, link that because then I can put it in the link dump later.
Oh, but people won't understand it. It's in Croatian.
It doesn't matter. It goes in the link dump.
Okay, we're having a link dump.
Yeah. Because I want to do that. I'm gonna.
Neka ljubi se,
Didn't you get an ask actually? Like, it doesn't matter. It's music. Didn't you get an ask actually, like, a while back about somebody asking, like, what Croatian bands you would recommend?
Oh, yeah. Like, I link them good shit.
Yeah, because you know what? It's like, if you're looking on your own, you're not going to find it. You're going to have to ask somebody who is Croatian.
Wait, can you... I was getting the link. Repeat that.
Yeah, I was going to say, for stuff like that, thank you. I will put that in the description later. Because, like, it seems like one of those things where it's hard to find on your own. You actually have to ask somebody who is Croatian. Like, for recommendations.
Here. I mean, no, not here. You need to see.
Yeah.
Uško mucalo.
But yeah, no, it's like, yeah. I thought that was cool that somebody was like, oh my god, your music taste is great, can you please recommend me stuff from your country, you know?
That's very sweet. I have a friend, like, she's American, but Puerto Rican, and we were sharing Spanish songs and Croatian songs the other day. It was great. Kui, if you're listening, I'm greeting you. Oh, she's not here. Sorry.
No, we've got 3 people watching now, and we're actually 20 minutes in, so. Say hi to the nice people, Mihe.
Hi. Ciao. Kako ste?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but yeah, no.
Mr. Pitke.
I think some of the classes I appreciated most were maybe my background classes, actually.
Your what?
My background classes.
Background classes. We don't have that either.
Yeah. Because
Which is a shame. We should all look up to American animation schools.
Well, you know what? Like I said, it's a franchise school, so it wasn't approached the best, and it was not the best school. But the thing is, like I said, it's the kind of school where they definitely gave you the tools that you needed. Like everything was,
To go to CalArts.
yeah, everything was available to you. Like the animation paper, the 3-hole punch that you could get for animation paper, the peg bars, the light tables, wire, clay, that kind of thing. We had a sculpture and modeling class too. Like there was stuff. Do you have I actually have a question that I'm really interested in right now. Do you have like certain requirements to graduate?
I don't think so.
One sec. Lepto the Leptosian says, I thought you'd say that we should all look up to the American education system, lol.
No, just animation schools, don't worry. I'm not, I don't like the rest of this. American education system, creation is better, but, but animation is something they're good at. We have to admit them.
Listen, Mihe, listen. I'm in a white suburban area of New Jersey. We had a pretty good public school system.
Well, I'm not sure the difference between public and private school systems, but we majorly go to public schools here.
Yeah, no, over here, public schools are the major thing, but private schools is basically where you pay tuition to go instead of taxes.
Oh, instead of tax.
Well, not instead of taxes. You're still paying taxes, but you don't pay tuition because you pay your taxes.
Oh.
Yeah, but we had a really fucking good high school, like with really good electives and that. Do you have electives?
Well, very little.
What?
But we have like 15 subjects, and I can't even imagine what else would you need.
Well, what we would have is we would be required, in my school at least, we were required to take science for 3 years, math for 3 years, English for 4 years, physical education every year of enrollment, so if you were held back a year, you still had to take physical education. And, other stuff, but we had 7 subjects that we took a day. Each one was an hour long, thereabouts. And then we would have our electives, so they were very varied in my high school, actually. So I took stuff like cartooning. I took graphic arts 1 through 3. I took, there was just the standard arts 1 through 3 where you would learn several things like colored pencil, glazing pottery, sculpting, that kind of stuff. There was a newspaper class. There was one class, this was actually pretty cool, where the program that they had going for it, like, I always thought this was super cool. It was a program for kids to learn how to be preschool teachers. And it would take up 2 periods of the day, so it would be a 2-hour-long class. And what the kids would do, what would happen is it was a preschool that was set up by the high school so that the high school kids could learn, and so parents with preschool-age kids had somewhere to take their kids.
Oh, see, that's smart.
Yeah. They, pretty much every semester when we had to pick our classes, there was a freaking newspaper, a newspaper, like a 3-sheet newspaper of classes that we had to sign up for.
Well, we didn't we had we didn't have that fun school. We had 15 subjects and some electives you could take, we had 4 years of math, English, creation, Italian, geography, history, biology, physics, chemistry, PE, ethics.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not trying to put down your school system. I'm just saying our school system was not bad, or at least mine wasn't. And the thing is, I at least wish that, I wish the majority of schools were like my schools, you know?
Yeah,
in the U.S., at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I get super defensive about my high school because it was so good.
And we also had art, but
we also had the we had requirements to graduate. You had to take 2 credits worth of art. You had to take 3 credits worth of English. Not English, of a language.
What those words you're saying means, but I don't think it's because my English is bad, but we don't have.
It's because your school system doesn't work that way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So were there are there subjects that you had to take that you were required to take to graduate? Is kind of what I'm saying.
Well, I had to write matura,
What's that?
And it's like Croatian national test you take after you're done with high school.
Oh, okay.
And you have like a higher level and lower level, and you must take English, maths, and Croatian.
Okay.
You see, yeah, English is mandatory. Like people are like, English to us is not a privilege to speak. It is
It's a requirement.
mandatory. What?
It's a requirement?
It's a requirement.
Yeah.
And we take it from the elementary school. And that, my friends, is how do I say it? Kako se kaže ishod? Ishod.
Čega?
A pa ishod imperializma zapadnjačkog. Wait, I'm consulting my translator. Ishod zapadnjačkog. It's the result of Western imperialism.
Aren't you part of the West?
No, we are not. We are southeastern Slavs.
To the rest of the world, being in Europe makes you the West.
No. Europe is a bit more complicated.
Yeah. No, in Europe it is, but to out of Europe, you're all just the West. You're white, you're the West.
Oh yeah, you have like maps where America is in the middle.
Yeah. That's because we're in America, but then for some reason people in America complain about that.
Well, I would complain about that too.
Yeah, well, it's like, the thing is, we're called the Western world because we're west of Europe, and the East is called the East because it's east of Europe. So who's in the middle? Who's centricism, man?
We're in the middle, but we discovered, well, I didn't discover anything, but
Look,
English.
I'm just saying, it's not called the West and the East because it's west and east of America.
Well, to me, it's west and east of Europe.
Yeah, no, like, the thing is, people go like, why is Asia called the East when it's to the west of America? And it's like, because it's to the east of Europe, idiot.
Yeah. Europe is the main point of Earth.
Exactly. That's where you get the terms Western and Eastern, is because of the point of reference in the center is Europe.
Yes, exactly. Like the zero meridian.
Yep. But anyway, the question originally was, like, do you have, like, required classes to take, like, to graduate?
No, I have to pass all the subjects I have, and I have to write that exam, and then I have to write art entrance exam for the college. But I don't have electives,
Yeah, but for college, do you have required classes that you have to take to graduate?
Well, I have to take all the classes to graduate.
Well, I mean, do you have to take, like, a certain type of class?
I'm not sure what this question means.
What I mean is that required to graduate college, we needed to take specific types of classes. Like, we still had to take English classes, math classes, science classes. We had to take a certain amount to be allowed to graduate.
Oh, no. We just do art.
Oh, yeah, see, when we got to college, we were required to take a certain amount of English classes, which is just literacy classes. Math, science, that kind of stuff. So in America, we're required to take, like, a certain amount of foundational studies to be allowed to graduate from high school and college.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the thing is, after that, we had to take, like, a certain amount of language classes. And then we had to take, and then after that, what they had, like, written out for us was our curriculum, like, what classes we had to take to graduate for animation, or if you wanted to graduate for game art and design, that kind of stuff. Because we also had, what other majors are at your school, actually? I'm curious now.
Well, all are my majors.
Well, what I mean is at my school is, like, I was media arts and animation, so I was an MAA major.
Wait, you stop for a second.
Oh.
Marta, znaš šta, mogla si samo uzeti ovo od pure, oprati napravi kokice.
Da.
A ne mogu ti napravila sam ti ovo, ju sam ti napravila.
Who else likes it when Mihe starts speaking Croatian? Because I like it.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to the chat. I'm like, who else likes it when Mihe is speaking Croatian? Because I like it.
Oh, yoj. Wait, I'm still in the middle of discussion. I'm all in.
Yeah. Two people left because Mihe stopped speaking Croatian.
Ma daj, Marija. Marija. Marta Molinte. No pravila sam ti
Next
ju.
pisanje se radila Marija.
Molinte, napravila sam ti ju. Bilo je super.
All right, bud. We're on the clock though.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get my roommate to make popcorn.
This is like the first episode all over again. Don't throw up.
No, I just want popcorn.
Becca knows,
Molinte, ajde.
Don't throw up in the last half hour, Mihe.
What?
That happened the first episode. I think you were talking about making popcorn that episode too.
I talk about popcorn at
You know what? It's a good thing that we're going just for an hour instead of an hour and a half, because if this goes like the first episode, you're gonna get popcorn by the end of the episode, but you're also gonna be throwing up. But it's not gonna be dorm wine this time.
Well, I hope like that I will leave throwing up for after, because it will fall into the half hour we don't have. And I
Yeah,
will
see,
leave
that's
for now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying over here.
I'm a Molinte, Marta.
Ne more, ja sam krivo smislila.
But the other majors at our school, it was actually pretty
Fuck
funny.
her, she's a bad roommate. I can't wait for her to leave.
I can't wait for her to leave either.
What?
I don't know. But I was gonna say that there were a lot of majors. Like we had game art and design, we had video game programming, interior design, fashion students, graphic design, culinary, just a lot of majors like that. And you had to formally switch from one to the other. Like you could take any class you want. If you wanted to take a fashion class, you could take it if you weren't a fashion student. But like, you know, it's like, what does it matter? That kind of thing.
This is what's interesting to me, because we don't have those classes.
Mm-hmm.
We have like photography, new artistic praxis.
Oh, that was a major, photography.
What?
Sorry, I forgot. Photography majors are a thing. Video, film, and design majors too.
Oh yeah, well we are just like animation majors. And anyway, we couldn't like, you know, we don't have all those things that we need to become good animators.
Yeah.
Like character design, like background design, like fashion. We don't have those classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's this is not what our art school teaches us, and that's a big problem in my opinion.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you wish
What?
you were accepted in Denmark?
No, but it's because of my family thing that happened.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
So that it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the like I would like to go there, but I'm glad
Family
that
stuff.
I'm in Zagreb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I think things will work out for you because you are at least like driven to do what you do.
Well, it's very hard to succeed.
Yeah.
If you are not from. Oh god, now we're getting back to the oppression thing, but it's hard to succeed if you're not from America.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like people on Tumblr, they see, you know, black, white, women, men, but they always forget. But they're all American,
Yeah.
and they forget how hard it is to succeed, like as a Croatian animator or as a Croatian comic artist. Or as
And that's the thing, like, even if you do all your stuff in English to make it accessible to Americans, they're still going to judge it by an American standard.
How do you mean that?
What I mean is, like...
This should be a topic on its own.
I know it's going to be a topic on its own. I actually do have it on our list. We do keep a list. I need to go back to our chat from last night about, like, all the topics that we decided, by the way, like, that we were talking about, by the way, or that I was talking about. But, they're going to look at your stuff by an American standard, so stuff that you might not think, like, that's, like, okay by your standard, like, say, having a full cast of white characters, people are going to bitch at you about that.
Yeah.
But to you, it might be a diverse cast because they're different, like, European kind of cast, you know? You know what my favorite is, though, of yours?
Which?
The Croatian Magical Girls. I would love to see so much more of them.
Oh yeah, I've actually started working on the comic.
I'm so glad to hear that because I absolutely love them.
Yeah, I really hope to, you know, continue with that. I've started working on the comic during this like end of the semester, but I haven't had time for it because I needed to work on something else, freelancing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Misanthropic Lord! Hi, hi.
Oh, good. It's someone you know.
I'm waving. Oh, he's a cool guy.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Wait, do I know of this guy?
What?
Is this guy on Tumblr?
Yeah, he should be. We'll put the hi.
Hi,
He's
Misanthropic
with us.
Line.
Hi. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you later. Let's get back to our initial
Yeah.
topic. I wanted to. Oh, the Christian magical girls. Oh, that sounds intriguing. Well, my friend, if you support me on my Patreon, you will provide me with more time and money to work on that comic.
Yep. Oh, I should add
Consider
that
the
to
next
I should
one.
add that to your info below as your Patreon. Shit.
Yes, I renewed it for March.
Yeah, can you link me your Patreon
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do
so I
it.
can put it in the description?
This month, my only patron currently, she provided money for me to get like markers to draw that comic.
Oh, I'm glad.
Supporting me pays off.
I'm very glad about that.
Yeah, they were like.
Cuz you're really good with traditional media too.
Oh, I draw a lot.
I like your line work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, cuz like there was that one time I remember one time you did lines like traditionally and then you did like that you did them on digitally, and then you were asking like for an opinion on how on them, and
Oh god, that was the comic page. Oh god, I should finish that comic. Oh, look at that.
You should.
Oh my god, we have cookies.
All right, your Patreon. Okay, everybody, Mihe's Patreon is now in the description. It is patreon.com/Aristotle. So go there.
Yeah, go there.
Go there.
I need to
Who's
show
the
you all,
asshole
like,
that disliked us?
I need to show you like my Patreon
Am I the asshole
page
that disliked us?
that I like, created to promote it. I think it's relevant to this podcast.
Mihe, I'm looking at our stuff right now here, and we have
What?
two likes, we have 2 thumbs up,
Oh,
but we
she
have-
thumbs up for me too.
but we have 1 thumb down. Eh.
Maybe they missed it.
Yep. Here, you know what? We'll just link this right in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
Go
get
to
back.
that link and reblog it.
Yeah, let's get back to our topic. I wanted to ask about something. You wanted to call us?
Oh, did like 4 people like in response to me pointing out we had like 1 dislike?
That's so cute.
You guys
Thank
are so
much.
sweet. I love you guys. We have, like, you know what? I say it every time we end a podcast. Our audience may be small, but we love all of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they are the best. You guys are the best!
Another like.
My god, we got another like. Oh, they love us too.
Oh, that's so cute. Love has been shared. Thank you, my Slovenian friend.
Thank you, Mihe's friends. I
Yeah.
don't have friends.
But,
I have friends. I have some really
anyway,
good friends.
I had a question.
Yes.
That question being, you went to CalArts?
Oh, wait, we got... Jim, you pointed it out. We got undisliked.
We're drinking for this.
How can you dislike happy drunk
Please,
people?
that's me.
Anyway, Mihe, what was your question?
My question was, like, I've started it like 3 times now. My
Yes.
question, you went to CalArts.
Yes. Oh, no. I did not go to CalArts.
Wait, no, you didn't go.
Not by a long shot. No, if I did, I would have a job.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
No, I applied to CalArts, but I did not get accepted.
What?
I applied to CalArts, but I did not get accepted. It was the only school I did not get accepted to.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, I totally, I thought you went to CalArts.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, that's definitely not a franchise school. If I did, I would have a job and I would not be such a failure.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry
Holy
for this.
shit. My whole knowledge has been lied.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, you thought
Oh
I
my
went to
God.
a good school.
Holy shit.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. No. I applied to CalArts, but I did not get into CalArts. No, I applied to the School of Visual Arts. I got in there, but I did not go there. I went to an art institute.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Envy.
No, no, no. I went to a franchise school. They had all the materials, but none of the talent.
Ah,
No, no, no. I would be fucked off somewhere in California working for Disney. I don't know.
yeah. I was like, why aren't you working for Disney if you ended colors?
Well, for one thing, yeah, see, no, 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 no. I did not go to CalArts. I am so sorry that you thought that.
Oh my god, this is awkward. Holy
This
shit.
is awkward
Oh,
because I've
I
been
should be apologizing to you.
This is especially awkward because I've been graduated for like 4 years now.
God, yeah, this is really
I
awkward.
am so sorry, Mihe. I'm so sorry that this got miscommunicated for 7 years. Let's put it that way. This is a miscommunication. Everybody, let's appreciate the miscommunication.
Thank you.
I love you. You are the best. You are one of my best friends.
I love you too, but this
But-
was bullshit. I'm drunk.
I'm not drunk yet, but I need to drink more.
Drink to the name of our miscommunication.
I need to drink more because I did not go to CalArts.
Holy shit.
No. I would have a job and be successful and give you advice and shit if I like better.
Fuck, why didn't you go to CalArts?
I'd give you better advice and shit.
You fucked me over.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
try. I didn't
you
try
should pay.
to.
I'm just kidding.
Look, I have a, you know what, if it makes you feel better, I have one of my friends went on to work at DreamWorks.
Well, you know.
One of my friends from the same college.
Well, yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, so it's like people from that college do go on to work for big name companies. I'm just not one of them.
Yeah, well, hey, so anyway, I wanted to talk about that. Never mind that you didn't go to CalArts. What do you think CalArts has that other schools don't?
What I
Why are
think it
people from
has,
there successful?
what I think they have is actually, I think they might be like more strict, more rigorous, and I think they have a better focus.
Uh-huh.
I think
Okay.
the expectations from their students might be better, and the thing is, they're a single school. They're not from what I remember, they're not a franchise school. Like, the Art Institute has like 36 locations all over the world, and they're for profit. But basically, like, from what I understand, CalArts is like a training ground where for animators. But the thing is, in the U.S., actually, most of our animation is outsourced to Asia.
Yeah.
So most of the people that you have for animation in the U.S. are the people who do like the writing, storyboarding, design work. You know, They set everything up. They make the animation Bible. They make everything. But then they send everything over to say like Korea. Like I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm absolutely sure Steven Universe's stuff is animated in Korea.
Yeah, there was an episode about that.
I thought that was like one of my favorite things when they were in Korea and they go through the animation studio
Oh, yeah.
and Greg sees his
I
own
make
Greg
jokes
sees his own
about it.
design sheet. And
But
he gets
also
freaked out.
One of the differences, after I'm done with this college, I can hope for a job at Zagreb Film or Jadran Film, which are Croatian studios. But they work more like on short forms, on art, animation. They don't work on TV shows, on, stuff like that. And I feel that I'm at a big disadvantage.
You know what I was just thinking of? I also have a friend, really cool dude. He works at Yoda Studios. He does work for Yoda Studios, which did that Hero of Rhyme video.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because what happened was he posted a couple of the shots that he did on Facebook, and I realized, holy shit, he worked on this. But he did some work on that, so it's like even if they don't go for big name studios, like they work on some incredible stuff. The people that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I once was in the same room as Tessa Stone.
Who was that?
She did Hannah Is Not a Boy's Name.
What?
The really good comic. Hannah Is Not a Boy's Name. He was like a paranormal investigator.
Oh, that's the boy's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I was
did
once.
Hannah want to do?
What?
What? She did Hannah's not boy's name, but what was her next comic?
I forget.
Stone.
I really don't remember, but I remember as I was somewhere for in someone's apartment for the last hour, like she came in to like crash for the night.
Oh my god, I remember I was telling you about her, how I really liked her webcomic, and you were like, yeah, we were in the same room, and you told me about this.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
tell
but
you. Let me tell you. Japanese game shows are the best thing to watch when you are on illicit substances in California.
the what?
San Francisco. Okay,
San-
California. Okay, I'm gonna say it. California and San Francisco is known for pot. And I was there with my friend Ashley. We were with her friends, and I was really nervous because I'm not very socially aware or good at all, and so I was there to draw and play Street Fighter, you know.
Mm.
And so then they get out this giant this giant bong, and I take two big hits off of it, and we watched a Japanese game show for the next 2 hours,
Holy shit.
where where it was great because in this show there were no subtitles or anything, I think, but what happened was they were put into it was, I think, a boy band that was put into a school for for a 24-hour period, and all they had to do was go through the day and not laugh, and every time they laughed they had to get down on all fours and get smacked on the ass with a bamboo sword.
Whoa, this sounds fucking wild.
It was hilarious. It was so great.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, it's I gotta find it because Japanese game shows are the shit, man. And then she came in, and then Tessa came in to sort of hang for hang for the night, because she was off doing something.
Yeah, well, I think this is one of disadvantages of
That that's actually a
not
thing. Oh, sorry.
being from where the industry lies.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm done with this college, I'll have a job. I'm a good animator. I'm a good artist. I'll probably have a job at one of these two studios, which are small creation. But my dream is, you know what my dream is. I want to be a storyboard artist and work
Yeah,
on shows.
yeah.
And I do feel that I'm kind of at disadvantage
Mm-hmm.
because of my school and because of my nationality.
Yeah,
I'm at disadvantage of even getting to California and trying.
yeah,
And my school is not preparing me as a worker in that field.
yeah. That is really unfortunate. Because in my college experience, will you ever have anything like a production class where you work in a group to produce
No,
something?
no, I think I will have that in third or fourth year.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that because I've shown you the short that I did, right? Hamster Love? A piece of
Yeah,
shit.
but long time ago, you should put it in the link dump. We're
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
gonna put it in the link dump, but I want to redo that entire thing, even though I only did a few shots. But what that was a class that took 9 months between 9 people to concept and create it. Though to be fair, half of the first class was spent concepting an entirely different short.
American.
Yep. Because here, what? I want to actually break this one down because this one's actually a pretty interesting thing. And I hope I hope you go through the same kind of thing or even better. Because here's what it was. We had production, pre-production, production, and studio production were the three classes. But they were taken one after the other. In one go. So you were with the same group for 9 months for this. Incidentally, to get not safe for work for a moment, this was the same group of ladies who decided that I needed to get a vibrator, and that is when I learned to touch myself.
Wow, thank you for sharing that with us.
No, it was funny. They were talking about because the
I
thing
see
is,
the alcohol is working.
no. Actually, I think it's a funny story because I was 21. Anyway,
Yeah,
when I self-discovered. Anyway, but these ladies were great. I worked with all ladies actually with this one until our third class actually. But in the first class, oh wow, I scared off people. Anyway, in the first class, what we did was we put together the animation Bible, the character designs, the turnarounds, the model sheets, the storyboards, all that. If there, you know what, I was really happy to show my production team an episode from Rocco's Modern Life called Wacky Deli, which is all about the animation process, and it is phenomenal and it is hilarious. So I definitely recommend watching Wacky Deli, that episode of Rocco's Modern Life, because they end up making an animated cartoon. And with the way that Rocco was, like, editing all the storyboards in that episode, that was basically our teammate Dylan, because she was amazing. Anyway, so for that, what we did was we of course concepted it, and of course between all 9 of us, we had to decide on 2 concepts. And for production class, we had to come up with 2 concepts, one of which we would take to completion. Because if the first one wasn't good, then maybe we'd have a second one to fall back on. But our first one was fucking gold, and that was Hamster Love. The second one was one about a witch who, like, was trying to turn a guy into a frog or something like that. I forget what it was about. I remember that we named the guy Bjorn. And he was just like a fat-skinned Navian dude. That the witch was trying to turn into a frog for a potion, but then she ended up turning into a frog and they ended up falling in love or something like that. But it executed so badly. But for Hamster Love, that one was gold from the beginning to the end. Like, I mean, if you ignore the bad animation. But it was one of the, like, in our class, we were limited to 1 minute of a 1 minute short is what we were supposed to do to tell a story. But none of our teachers, it went through 3 different teachers. Not a single one of them ever told us that Hamster Love was too long. And it was 2.5 minutes. They were always saying, is there any way you can make more of this?
Holy shit. But, like, you know, they should be able to say that this should have been, like, in the papers or something.
But the thing is, here's the thing. There was some stuff that looked nice, but had such a boring concept that nobody remembered it. So here's the thing. Sometimes concept is key. Because Hamster Love had so many, like, memorable visual gags. Not to toot my own horn, but the cardboard tube, anybody?
Oh yeah, no, you're talking about Hamster Love. The last time I've seen it was, like, you know, a few years ago, and I can recall some shots.
Yeah, like the cardboard tube. When
I can visually recall them. You had really nice colors, if I remember.
Thank you, actually.
They were like, pretty popping.
Good. You know what? I'm glad about that, because even if some of the animation was iffy, we had memorable shots, we had memorable colors, we had a memorable storyline, because who can forget how exaggerated 2 hamsters banging in a cardboard tube is? Especially when it cracks the glass of the cage.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Because let me tell you, originally the storyboards just called for the tube to rock a little bit, but I was given the shot. I was given that shot, and I turned it into 30 seconds of this tube jumping around, cracking the glass, and spewing, like, slimy hearts everywhere.
God, I'm like, no, sorry for being quiet. I'm trying to, like, remember the short. Because I'm remembering scenes, and I'm trying to, you know, see how far I can remember it.
Yep, one of them was also the final shot where it's like,
I'm drunk.
Goodbye, Miss Intrepid Lord.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
But, like, one of the things is, like, it was one of those things with Hamster... Yeah, one of those things with Hamster Love is that we were talking, how can we play it up more for comedic effect? Because sometimes it doesn't need to make sense. It just needs to be funny. Like, after a night of 2 hamsters, like, banging like hell, the next day the hamster cage is filled to the brim with baby hamsters with the parents literally pressed against the glass.
Bye.
Yep, that makes no sense in terms of actual biology, but that shit is funny.
God, yeah.
Yep, so sometimes you have to go for rule of funny or rule of cool. Like, it doesn't matter if it works
Oh, should put this on the list. Humor in animation.
Yeah. You know what, I need to put on the list when to know to go for rule of cool or rule of funny. Like, you've watched Ruby. I know you watch Ruby.
Oh yeah, I like.
And let
Yeah,
me...
I didn't catch up on the last season.
You should. You really should. Especially since you like Tyrion. Tyrion's the
Yeah.
guy that, like, I know you like Tyrion. He's the guy that's always, like, laughing and shit. That
Who the
really
fuck is
insane guy.
that?
But, oh, and also
I don't
because you like
remember
Crow.
anyone.
And also because you like Crow, and he's pretty much your spirit animal.
Yeah, I love Crow. Oh yeah, Tyrion was great.
Yeah. But,
And also I love Crow.
yeah.
I relate to fellow alcoholic.
Oh, man, who doesn't? Who here doesn't? But, I was gonna say that, like, a lot of Ruby runs on rule of cool, because Monty was all like, if it looks cool, let's do it. And I have to say, Monty, rest his soul, I feel his loss mostly in, the fight choreography. Because that was what he did, and he was very good at using, like, I think what his whole thing was conservation of motion. Like, was one action led into another, and it just flowed, you know? And that's the thing, it's like, there's some days where I just watch the fight scenes that he choreographed. Like, from Haloid all the way to Ruby, I will just watch stuff. That, like, fight scenes from when he was alive. So, like, you know what, if there's anybody I would definitely recommend, like, watching the work of to get into fight scenes, it's definitely...
if you talk, I'm going to pour more drink.
Okay, well, we do end soon, so...
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. No, I feel ya. I'm actually just finishing up...
when the podcast stops.
You know what, I'm actually finishing off...
That would be very Slavic of me.
I'm finishing the last of my vodka right now, actually. But anyway, if there's anybody that I definitely recommend... Like, in the end, with college... Whether you go to a good one or a bad one, it comes down to how much you put in to get out of it, you know? If you have the tools, if you have people that you can utilize, and this will be the subject of another episode, as Mihe and I both find it important, we will be talking about the importance of networking, because...
What do you find important?
What?
I wasn't here to hear what you were saying. We find important.
We find networking important.
Oh, yes, we do.
Because here's the thing, I hear a lot of people more introverted, like, and I understand this, people will say that networking is cheating, but it's not. It really is not.
Fuck, it's not cheating, man.
It's very important. You can have all the ability in the world, but if you don't know anybody, that means shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's half the reason to go to a school or to start, like, building yourself a presence, is that you get to know people, and not only are they a valuable connection for you, you become a valuable connection for them. Even if you're, like, friends, like, don't feel awkward about asking about this stuff. I know that I still have problems asking people for stuff. Like, I have one very good friend who might be listening right now who has a very large follower base, and I appreciate every single time... Siggy. I'm not going to name names, but Siggy. She has a huge follower base, and I appreciate everything she does for me. In terms of that, she reblogs us when we like when we make posts and stuff. So.
Oh, I appreciate Jim. Jim, bye. I'm waving you.
I do know of Jim.
Jimbo.
Jim does like shout out to Jim. He does some cool stuff. I think I follow him.
I'm
not sure. He does all the papyrus stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I definitely know Jim.
Hi,
Hey,
Jim.
Jim, shout out to you and shout out to your Undertale sprite tutorial. Like, definitely. Just saying that. I know it's old as shit, but like I had that tabbed in my browser for the longest time to both reblog and to use as reference. So shout out to you, Jim. Also
Shout
to your
out to him.
also shout out to your gem fusions. Anyway, yeah, I know it's super old. Anyway, but yeah, networking is important, and that's something that I think a lot of people need to realize instead of calling it cheating. It's kind of like how people call referencing cheating.
Yeah. The thing about networking is where we come back to school differences.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I don't have as many opportunities here because of course I network a lot with fellow animators and people who have finished this college and have graduated and stuff. And it's all networking for mostly jobs that are within Croatia, which is,
Yeah.
you know, you
Oh,
can tell
actually, you know what?
it's America.
I should actually link you to the Lab Zero thing because that's online work, you know. Honestly, I think that's one of the huge advantages that comes from the whole internet thing. I just linked you, by the way.
Nice, thank you. I just
Yep.
see it.
One because because of contract work that you find online, you don't have to work at a company or anything. But like I think if they can like work things out legally and stuff, you can be from anywhere in the entire world and you can animate for Americans and stuff like that or like more companies.
I think this is
Canadians, Americans,
like
that kind
there
of
is
thing.
a lot to say about this topic about
Oh,
working
definitely about
market
like how the
and
internet
stuff.
has.
I suggest that we leave that for the next
Oh,
episode
definitely,
and that
definitely.
we finish
Yeah,
what we're about right now, which is
yeah.
school differences.
Oh no, definitely,
So
definitely. I know we're
too
about.
long didn't listen.
Mhm.
The major differences between European animation schools and American animation schools is
A
uh
lot,
what?
a lot.
A lot. But
I'm sorry.
Europe-
I just wanted to say something stupid.
but
Not
well,
hard for me. I'm American. No, I'm actually very smart.
well, the thing is that Europe is still honing its art history
Hmm.
and is still trying to, go for art, not story.
Yeah.
While America is more focused on developing the industry because the industry started there,
Hmm.
and it's something that I actually support.
Yeah.
I'm very, on the other hand, there are some things that I like about my own college approach, like the new media.
Oh, of
There is lots
course.
of it, but I don't have a problem with it having its place.
Yeah. No,
My college,
at the end of the day,
but
even though we have our differences and though we have our preferences, there's always pros and cons to them, you know?
yeah, there
Yeah.
is. Like, well, people in Europe are raised to be author animators.
Hmm.
Or like to make short films that are like artistic, that are like deep and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're raised to be individual authors and not as industry workers.
Yeah.
This is something I appreciate in Europe,
Yeah.
but I also appreciate American approach a lot
Yeah.
because it prepares you for the industry, how
Yeah.
to work with people, how to you know
For
it,
me.
it
Oh, sorry, sorry.
yeah, I know, you just go. I'm done with English.
I was gonna say one of the things that like I do kind of wish that there was more profit to be found like in the non-standard kind of things, or if there was like a little bit more freedom to sort of experiment. But of course, we have our standards and practices over here in terms of mainstream animation, and most of the stuff that we do is more like like if you're working for somebody, more of what you do is profit driven, I guess.
Mm.
So that's why you end up like seeing a lot more movies that sort of fit the standard formula over here. Like if you watch a princess movie here, it's more likely that it's just the one that they just like sort of made more quickly for profit rather than like one of their more artistic films. Cuz one of the things that people don't seem to understand usually is that when they see stuff that's like churned out by Disney, you'll have like for every one like film that they like sort of put out experimentally, they have 5 films that follow the standard formula that they can merchandise for.
Yeah,
And you know what? That makes sense. That's a smart business model, but it gets tiring.
yeah,
You know? Like people will try to do new things and they will try to like sort of like test techniques, On the
Oh, wait, put this on the list. This is an interesting topic.
Oh, yeah, I have the list open actually.
Nice.
What's the topic? Oh, this whole thing? Profit versus art?
Oh, what?
Like the whole profit versus art thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that is definitely something I would love to talk about because a lot of people are like, what? It's so cliche. Why is it like this? You know, I would like to also talk about like trends in recent media
Well,
too.
I'm someone who can understand where it comes from, but that doesn't mean I support such behavior.
You know what? It's like at the same time I support such behavior, but at the same time I wish it wasn't like that. You know, that again, that's why I appreciate the European sensibility of like being arty and different.
Yeah, that's something that yeah, same. I that's what I do.
Yeah.
But there is like, there is lots to be said on this subject. I would prefer if
But it's
we
like-
keep it for like quality discourse and
See,
not
but-
to finish it in like few minutes because
See,
we're
but
on
for
the
me, I have student loans, and I have insurance payments, and I have doctors, and I have to work an office job that kills me inside every single fucking day. So I kind of prefer I kind of support for-profit animation.
Yeah. The thing is that I think that industry
Yeah.
could be more daring without losing the profit.
Yes, definitely. Okay,
That's-
you know what? It's like
That's
somebody
the thing.
just
I'm not someone who thinks that we should, all animators should close themselves
yeah.
on the roof and,
And-
be in artistic pain and eat bread. But
Yeah.
I think the industry should be more daring,
Yeah.
more open to breaking some
Can I
cliches,
say-
norms, and working around them.
Can I say, like, also as a final part, that's why I like Rooster Teeth so much, is because they seem to allow their employees to, like, try out anything. Like, what happened with Ruby is because Monty was so fucking cool, like, Bernie, I think Bernie or Matt was like, hey, is there anything that you want to do? And then that's Ruby. And Ruby is really fucking huge. You know? Like, it is really big in Japan. They have, like, really big name voice actors in Japan working on Ruby. And one of the, like, I'm gonna say one of the cutest things that I've seen is the RT Life, where Carrie and Miles, who currently write for Ruby, Carrie voices Neptune, Miles voices Jean. They were in Japan, and they met the voice actors, and the translators were talking to the women who voiced Team Ruby in Japan, in the Japanese dub. And they go like, and they were telling their reaction when the translator told them that Miles was Jean is adorable.
Aww.
They all freaked the fuck out. They're like, "Oh my god, it's Jean!" And it's so freaking cute. And I just like how you never know what'll catch on. But the thing is, like, people like Monty, whatever he created, like. When we talk about our influences and our favorite stuff at some point in the future, Monty is definitely, like, high on my list.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? It's like that's basically like my entire thing is like my respect for web. Like another episode is how I feel about like production companies that are based on the internet. But that's another day because we are 10 minutes over. And I know you're probably getting tired.
Yeah, I'm like sick of English.
I know, you're super sick of it, but...
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I completely understand.
Everyone who hasn't managed to notice, English isn't my first language.
Really? Mihe, you're telling me that English isn't your first language? What else have you lied to me about?
Oh, shit! Yeah!
What else didn't I know about you?
I'm sorry.
I didn't go to Cal Arts. English isn't your first language? What other drama is coming out today?
This is moment of harsh truth.
Moment of harsh truth.
God, yeah. Anyway,
Mihe,
I suggest that we are done for tonight. Do you want to say the finish words?
Yeah, Mihe, can I also just say for everybody, you're one of my best friends and I love you.
Ah, thank you. I love you too.
Yeah, I am glad that you are in my life.
You know that post on Tumblr? Yeah, that's nice. You know which one I mean.
That's your style. Oh,
That's my style.
also, I saw like a thing earlier. It was like a compilation of all of Bill Wurtz's videos. That's totally my aesthetic, and it makes me think of you. Anyway, he's the guy who did the history of Japan.
Oh yeah, I follow him.
That's definitely your aesthetic. So,
Yeah.
everybody, there is always going to be a difference in the ways that we learn, but it doesn't mean that any way is categorically the right or wrong way. It's just what
Yeah, but there is a way the industry does prefer.
there are things that the industry does prefer, but whether or not you find success with the advent of the internet and that kind of presence, you never know what's going to be a hit and what's going to be a miss. So all that you can ever do is just try, you know? As long as you're trying, you're not doing it wrong.
Well,
Shut
I
up.
wouldn't
Shut up.
say that way.
Yeah. Well, as long as you're trying, you're on the wrong. As long as you're not being a serial killer,
Well,
you can try your damnedest at that.
or a person who doesn't know color theory. Well, all same shit.
Okay, Mihe, can I just say something?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Say.
You're better at color than I am. And I try really hard to be good at color. So fuck off with that
shout to
shit.
Jim for, inspiring me to be more open about color.
Also, can I shout out to Jim again if we're talking about colors?
Yeah, I just shouted out him.
Yeah,
too.
fucking shout out to Jim if we're gonna be talking about color theory. Oh, Ava, I'm sorry that you don't try.
How are you more open about color? Well, I didn't, I didn't use very saturated colors, and now I use them. They are more passionate and strong.
They're more intense.
Catching.
They're more intense. Like, there's more of that hue in there.
Yes. I'm open. No, sorry, I didn't know how to, I didn't know how to say it. Sorry, my English is not my first language. Sorry, Becca.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say, shout out to Jim again. Go all neon. Let's do it.
Yay! Neon
Anyway,
stick.
so the end of my thing, I always like to wrap up sounding inspirational when it's really just me rambling about stuff, and I try to pretend that the human race is a good
Yeah,
thing.
the inspirational thing.
I try to pretend I'm optimistic about the human race. Anyway, toxic waste colors. That is exactly it, actually. In the end, all you can do is try. Just look up whatever you want to for your, Google is your friend. If there's one thing I've learned in this life, it is that Google is your friend if you learn the right keywords, and to keep it simple is always the best way. Also, Katamari Damacy taught me a lot about saturated color use. Anyway, we're 12 minutes over. We've had a good time. Mihe, I am very happy about our return.
Same.
I think we have kept on topic pretty well.
For once in our life.
I think I found the perfect balance of drinks for me.
Yeah.
Yep, and I am glad you have not thrown up.
There was no popcorn.
Okay, then Mihe, lay into your roommate after this. About that.
What?
Lay into your roommate about this. That means, get on her shit about this.
Yeah, I will.
Yep.
She is not getting any chicken soup from me anymore. I made it today.
Yep.
And it was really nice, and she didn't want to make me popcorn. That's really sad.
The bitch!
The bitch.
Anyway.
She's just sitting there with her laptop.
Yeah.
She
Anyway.
doesn't care.
Mihe, do you have any final words?
Yeah, I made my roommate chicken soup, and she didn't want to make me popcorn.
Alright, so, guys, just so you know, if you want your roommate to make you chicken soup, make you popcorn. This is very
My
important.
friend just told me that she will make me popcorn whenever I want if this stream is good.
Well, we have 7 likes and no dislikes. Somebody disliked and undisliked, so that means she needs to make you popcorn.
Yeah. She will.
Alright.
She's
So
from
everybody, it's very important to have a good relationship with your roommates. You have to do for them what they do for you. And if they make you chicken soup, you need to make them popcorn.
Yeah, I made her chicken soup.
And that's all I have to say now. Everything is beautiful when you come to agreements. And when
Except my stuff I have to do for college.
when your stream has more likes than viewers at the moment and previously had dislikes, but people have reneged on those dislikes, that's how you know that you should be making your roommate popcorn. And
Yes.
And that's my beautiful end. Just try, everybody, just try. And as I always say, Mihe, do you have anything else to say before I say my final line here?
No, say your final line.
Does anybody else have anything to say before I say my final line here? Nobody does. So, even though our audience is small, we appreciate every single one of you, and thank you for making us great. Good night, everybody, and
Make the stream great again.
Make anime great again. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.